subscribe. Tariq Radio. Like and subscribe.
AB2, what's your name, brother?
AB 2003, what's going on, Tariq?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing good, man. I just wanted to come up to shout you out. You know, you have been around, the lineage raising a lot of us, but I came up to say real quick that a lot of these tethers be trying to point us back to Africa, and we don't know how to enforce them laws in Africa. That's what I tell them. You know what I'm saying? We only familiar with the laws in the US. You know what I'm saying? And like with these tethers and these U visas and stuff like that, you see all the scams they got going on with this immigration stuff. We don't do that type of stuff because we don't have to immigrate. We foundation.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, real talk, man. All these little weird scams. I talked about that the other day. There was another thing where some lady out here in LA, some immigrant, tried to fake her own kidnapping or something. There's all types of shit. Listen, and these folks try to define what it is to be a foundational Black American. They try to say, well, my cousin is half FBA, and well, there was some FBAs who came from the Caribbean and Haiti, and they start making up these alternative historic tidbits. They keep trying to crowbar and backdoor their way into the lineage now. Well, if I had a cousin who was in Liberia and Liberia was set up by some FBAs in the 1800s, but they had immigrated here and then mixed in with a Mexican, would that make them FBA? Or what about Drake? Drake, mama Jewish, but his daddy from Memphis. Look, because we're starting to hear that now. People are fumbling, trying to find. Because see, the term "foundational Black American" that it's such a Trump-type term that can't be infiltrated. So they're desperately trying to find a back door, some type of crack they can slip their feet into, and it's hard. Because listen, the core of what it means to be a foundational Black American and to be in this lineage, to be a part of the lineage of foundational Black American, the core of it is not fleeing. Somebody had to stay and stand on business. You want to keep it real? I'm not trying to be mean. If somebody in your lineage has had to have stood on business and not fled, that's the core of what it means to have foundational Black American lineage. Somebody stayed and didn't flee. You understand? I want people to really understand this. Foundational Black American lineage is rooted in legacy, not escapism. You understand? It's birthright forged in blood, sweat, survival, resistance on American soil. Our lineage is not about fleeing oppression, but standing, surviving, and shaping the nation that sought to break us. That's the most important thing. That's what makes us who we are. That's what makes us such stand up, popping ass people, because we stood up against massive oppression and survived. That's what makes us global icons. We built the foundation, so we didn't abandon the house. Our foundational Black American ancestors built America's wealth, the plantations, the railroad, the Capitol, Washington, D.C., the White House. We built the goddamn White House. You understand? So fleeing, no, we're going to enjoy this. Everything we built, yeah. All of these discriminatory laws, yeah, you're going to change that. Yeah, we're not going to sit up here and build a mansion and then give the keys to somebody else. No, we stayed and said we're going to reclaim some of the shit that's old and some of the shit we built. We about to enjoy this stuff too. That's the thing that made us unique. We're not going to build up all this great wealth and all this culture and just bounce and then let everybody enjoy it. No. Give me that bottle and a match. Now we're gonna show them how we get down. That's how we did. That's why we said we're going to enjoy these luxury cars. We're going to enjoy these nice homes. We're going to enjoy this jewelry. We're going to enjoy these fresh clothes, these fresh shoes, with these fresh haircuts and hairstyles. We're going to enjoy some of this wealth that built this damn nation. We ain't gonna be in no fancy towns. You got us sitting over here in E. coli rivers eating bush meat. All that. No disrespect to folks foreign. I'm not trying to crap on you, but we said damn that. We said damn that. That's what it means. That's the core of foundational Black American culture. And that's planning, replanting on our native soil. Despite all the lynchings, Jim Crow, economic sabotage, we had to rebuild communities over and over and over again. Tulsa, Rosewood, Central Avenue out here in LA, the Hastings area in Detroit, just Harlem. You understand? We're not transplants, we're the roots. That's why we stay. We grow from the same ground that tried to bury us. We said, no, 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 no. We're gonna root ourselves here and we're gonna grow and we're gonna be prosperous. Our bloodline is a bloodline of continuity. See, to be a foundational Black American, you trace your ancestry directly to the foundational Black American people who were here before emancipation, before the US was actually formed. We were already here. And we are a living continuation of that legacy, unbroken, unbought, unmoved. Yeah, that's the culture. Our ancestors didn't go through all that so we can flee. No, they wanted some damn justice. Shit, they didn't flee. What the I'm gonna flee for? Yeah, they fought. You understand? Foundation of Black American lineage. That's about holding the line for justice. Say we're the lineage that fought every step of the damn way. We fought through slavery, Reconstruction, civil rights, Jim Crow. So no, 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 no. No, we stand firm. That's what makes us a problem. That's why they got to have all these other buffer groups in, because they know we again us fighting so much, and they've thrown everything at us. That's why they can't scare us. They can't say, "Oh, y'all gonna be next." Next for what? What they gonna do? They ain't already done, and that we ain't already prepared to step up to get down on. You see that those scare tactics don't work. They don't work on us at all. Yeah. Let me see. Let me get. We got a lot. Shout out to everybody in here. We got a lot of folks in here. Let's get Winston. Let's get Winston in here. Winston, that sounds like a Jamaican brother. Brother Winston, hop on in. Mr. Winston, unmute your microphone, sir. All right, Mr. Winston, I'm gonna give you about 5 seconds, and then I'm going to move on. All right, let's get Gamma Galoy. Let's get Gamma. Let's get Mr. Gamma in here. Gamma, are you in the building?
Yes, yes, Gamma, I'm here.
What's up, Gamma? How are you?
Oh, I'm doing very well, brother. I just had a quick question. Were you aware that the NAACP and all these civil rights organizations were actually filing lawsuits to block Trump's executive order on the 14th Amendment claim that it was meant for us, and like the groups that are supposed to represent us are actually filing lawsuits on behalf of the illegal immigrants, and it's a universal appeal of the 14th Amendment?
Yep. They roll out the red carpet for those damn immigrants. So don't that's what I'm saying. Don't let them circle around talking about how the Black community is in a state of emergency. They ain't doing nothing to help us. You understand? So yeah, I'm very familiar with that. That's actually against us because look, they've already said the 14th Amendment was for us. So now they're like, oh, no, 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 it's going to be for these other groups too. And we're going to fight and make sure it's going to be for these other groups so that we can continue to be marginalized. So that's how traitorous these Black organizations are. Yeah, they are nothing burgers to us. Yeah. Let's get what's your name? Orashalin Perkins. Orashalin. I hope I'm pronouncing your name right. Orishalan, what's up, man? And if you can unmute your mic, that'd be great. Orishalan.
Oh, my fault, my fault. You hear me
Yeah,
now?
I can hear you. What's up, brother?
Oh, this is a Rochland. I was on there last time from Boston.
Oh, okay. What's going on with you?
Nothing, nothing. Oh, I'm on live right now, but I got a question because we did a show last time, and we want to know what's the solution for, like, reparations. I mean, because my audience been asking me this. They've been asking me that, we always talk about what's the problem, what's the problem, what's the problem, what's the solution. I have gave them a solution, but you're more experienced than I am.
Right. Well, yeah, that's a great question. You know what the solution is? First, we got to see what the problem has been. Why have we not been getting reparations? And one of the main problems when it comes to reparations, we've had tethers trying to represent us and reparations. That's been a major problem. Remember when they had that little janky hearing about 5 years ago and they got Coleman Cruz, Candace Owens to sit up here talking about, well, we don't need reparations. Can
Ain't that man Puerto Rican or something?
Yes, he's Puerto Rican. This fool don't he's not even qualified to get reparations. And Candace Owens identifies as Caribbean. So yeah,
Facts.
start calling that stuff out. And then when they started creating these reparations task forces and these boards, it was a bunch of these Caribbeans and Africans on it. And we're like questioning, hey, what's going on with that? Down in Atlanta, they had some Jamaican woman on the damn board crashing out, cursing people out. So us delineating from that is the first step. We got to make sure we don't have the wrong people misrepresenting the damn reparations. Also, we got to get the Congressional Black Caucus, we got to get that straight because we've had all of these non-FBAs in these political positions who go out of their way to undermine anything that's going to be lineage based for us, but they roll out the red carpet for all of these other groups. This is what the brothers and sisters are calling to talk about now. The NAACP, they've been infiltrated. Now they sit up here filing lawsuits to help immigrants get 14th Amendment protections, but they don't file no lawsuits for black folks now. So we got to clean up the house right now so that when we step out here to get reparations, we don't have some little operatives and sleeper cells trying to crash it out. That's the problem. We're going to get it. We got to get all the ops up out of the business, though. You feel me?
Yeah, I feel you. I feel you. I got one more question. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Um, so I wanna thank you too because I just joined the task force of reparations in Boston,
Yeah,
the commission in Boston. I want to thank you for that because actually you influenced me, you inspired me to do that,
yeah,
to try to make a difference.
absolutely.
So the thing I want to know is where should I go towards that? What type of like thing I should push? Because I didn't get to go because I live far, but they had a meeting, but they was trying to Africanize it, Pan Africanize it, and stuff like that.
Right.
What should I do about that?
Yeah, get some brothers,
And
get with the FBA family out there so that y'all can cut that shit out and stop that. Yeah, yeah, that's the thing. When we start talking about reparations, all of a sudden somebody hops up, well, what, Africa, we need to repatriate, go back to the motherland. No, 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 no. Stop all of that. Stop all the Pan-African talk, stop all the motherland talk. When the N-Cobra people show up, shut it down. So you got to get a lot of people, grassroots activists to go up there with you so all of the bullshit can be shut down. Yeah. Umar, what's up, Umar? Umar Hayat, what's up? Hop on, man. Oh yeah, you were on last. You were trying to get on last night. You just kept requesting and you weren't saying nothing. So, Umar, if you don't say nothing, I'm gonna have to block you because you're just making requests and not getting on. It seems kind of trollish. Or you just might have a janky phone. And either or, I don't want to talk to nobody with no janky ass phone. So let me get you out of here. All right. Let me see. Let me see. We got a lot of folks up in here. And I ain't gonna hold y'all too long. What's up, Sister Brooke? I see you there. Cousin Jerry, I see you. Miss Stephanie, I see you down there. Um, all right, let's get I'm black and I say so. Let's get I'm black and I say so. I'm black and I say so in the building. What's going on? I'm Black. Where you at? All right. While we're waiting on his phone to get back popping, let's get Christopher. Let's get Christopher in the building. Christopher, hop on in.
Great minister of code.
So are you trying to do an imitation of our brother Macau?
This is this is brother Macau Tariq. How art thou tonight?
Oh,
I know I talk pretty slow and I slow down the pace of the show, but this is my normal voice. How are you, brother?
all right, Christopher. What else is on your mind, Chris?
Tariq, this Chris, man. How you doing, man?
I'm good, man. What's going on with you?
Man, I just want to say everybody giving you a flowers tonight, man. I discovered you in 2010, man. I've been rocking with you since.
Yes.
Everybody saying you kind of raised us a little bit. You kind of did a little bit, man. I discovered you when I was in the Navy. I was like 21,
Oh, wow.
and a brother put me on your first DVD. Changed my life. I'm 37 now. I'll be 38 this year.
Mm.
And you did a lot of good for me, man. That's all I want. I was just being silly,
Oh, yeah.
man, but that's all I want
My
to say.
man, I appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. All right. Yeah, yeah, but I be forgetting how old I am, dude. Cause I ran into somebody, they were like, man, this dude looked like he was like in 30s. He was in his 30s, like, man, my family put me on to you when I was 5. I'm like, going, damn. Okay. Like, damn, you younger than the kids I got now. Okay. I was 5 years old. I remember listening. I had your book, man. I had your book when I was 5 years old. I was like, oh, damn. Mhm. Okay. Well, all right. I feel old school now. Man. All right. Let's get Jake in the building. Let's get Mr. Jake. Jake in the building. Mr. Jake. What's up, Jake? Oh, Jake. All right. Jake must have made a mistake. He got off real fast. He's like, hey, fuck, I didn't mean to hit the button, dude. He started hitting that button real fast. Okay, Jake. It's all right, Jake. I guess Jake. Oh, Jake, you want to come back up? Okay, let's get Jake back up. All right, Jake, what's happening? Unmute your mic, Jake.
Hey, good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, y'all. How's everyone doing tonight?
Oh, we're good, Jake. What city you in?
Knoxville, Tennessee.
Okay, there you go. Shout out to Tennessee. What's on your mind, Jake?
Yeah, sorry, I really don't know what the topic is, and I hope I'm not trying to, take it off course tonight, but
No, talk
uh,
about what you want to talk about.
yeah, I just wanted to say, to everybody, hope everyone has a great weekend, a blessed weekend. Everybody's up on their money, going hard in the paint. I just wanted to say, keep an eye on crypto. There's a lot of bills that just got passed in our government. Take a look at them, do your own DD. I think there's going to be a next run in crypto. If you're not already invested, uh, be diversified, start your own business, and support small businesses like myself. And God bless everybody here.
Thank you, Jake. All right.
That's
All right. Okay. That was kind of random. Jake is giving us some motivation. Hey, hello, guys. I don't know what people are talking about, but you should invest in crypto, Ethereum. There's a lot of good crypto bucks out there, dude. That's going to be your reparations, buddy. Get some crypto reparations, dude. All right, brother. All right. I don't know what he's talking about, but it's okay. All right. Let me see. Let's get Ifa Tunde. Let's get Ifa Tunde. What's going on, Ifa Tunde?
Hey, what's going on?
What's going on? First of all, you got oil for that door. That's a squeaky ass door, brother.
Hey, man, look, the kids asleep, man, so I had to step
Brother,
outside.
you got to get oil. How old is that door, brother? That's
Man,
the
it's a couple
beginning of
years.
the song Thriller. That sounds like the door that opened in Thriller. Damn, some oil for that door. That's the squeaky. You're going to wake everybody up. If a cat burglar come in there, he'll be. So, yeah. That loud, squeaky ass door, brother. You live in a haunted house? What is that, bro?
Nah, man, it's a house downtown. It's all good.
So, what's on your mind, brother?
So, one of the things I wanted to talk to you about, a lot of times when people are critiquing you. They bring up your past, and the thing I notice is that black men aren't allowed to evolve. Right? It's like, hey, Tariq may have been a Pan African once, so everything's a grift. Why are we the only people that can't evolve over time? You don't hear that about. No one cares about an African's
I've
origin story. No one cares about a white person's
the thing,
origin story.
I've never been a Pan-Africanist. I've never called myself a Pan-African. Never, 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 never. That's some the lies that you won't find nothing where I called myself a Pan-Africanist. Never. Now I got respect for Africa and the Caribbean and all of that. That's not Pan-Africanism. Pan-African is basically people saying, hey, everybody need to pack up and move to the motherland. That's Pan-Africanism. I ain't never said that. So yeah, that's not even a real true narrative that a lot of the tethers like to say. They come up with these fake narratives, and thank you for the call, brother. Because they don't have anything. The tethers lie. Lying for tethers is like it's almost like a Tourette's. It's an instinct. It's almost instinctive. But I've never, ever, ever called myself no damn Pan Africanist. Never. Never. Never, never, never. You can't find nothing where I said I am a Pan Africanist. Never. Because I've never thought about just packing up and abandoning the United States and to live in Wakanda. No, 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 no. But I've always shown respect to Africa, which is what you're supposed to do. Show respect to people who are riders. You show respect to people who've done some good things. And if you've done good things historically, I pop my collar. With the Haitian Revolution, historically, that was some fly shit. I did a movie about it. 1804. It's taught in schools in Haiti. It's taught in schools down there in Miami. That's not Pan African. I don't want to move to Haiti. But part of that history was some fly gangster shit that I popped my collar to at the time. What they did around 1804 was fly. I can pop my collar to history. So yeah, tethers just be saying shit. And them just saying shit further solidifies the movement because people get tired of deception. And people want to get away from that deception because it's that tethered deception that caused their homelands to fail because of all of that damn deception and lying and untrustworthiness. Nobody can trust, and then nobody can build. See, that's the problem. Everybody's so splintered, everybody's cutthroat. Well, too many people are cutthroat, too many tribal beefs. So nobody's getting on code with each other to build anything. Everything is about getting over on each other and lying and scamming. And then when they want to bring that over here, we have to cut that shit short and say, hey, no, 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 enough is enough. All right, let's get some more folks in here. Let's get Born with a Gift. All right, his name is Born with a Gift. What is your gift, man? All right, sharing your gift. All right, what gift you born with? Born with a gift. Hop on, Born with a Gift. All right.
Can you hear me, brother? My
What's
bad. My mic was still
There
muted.
you go. I can hear you now. What's up with you, brother?
Yeah, no, to answer your question, got a lot of gifts, primarily in the arts, but right now I just do a lot of digital media. But my question for you, there's a lot of content creators right now that are creating content that's like a black degeneracy kink. And just wanted to see what your thoughts was on that. And
Which ones? It's so
like
many.
how
It's so many. Which ones? Like, give me some examples of what they're doing because there's so many damn sectors of their degeneracy. It's all over the place. Which
yeah.
ones?
So it's the guys that's making the AI images of brothers and sisters as monkeys, and then there's the YouTubers that's creating content where they're just cherry picking a bunch of criminal or degeneracy, and then they doing whole entire streams on
Oh yeah.
that. So I'm just trying to figure out how do we as a people address that, especially with the fact that somebody was bringing up crypto. They're actually making cryptocurrency based on the gorillas, you know, as us. You know what I mean? They actually have it as a cryptocurrency. So how can we address that?
Yeah, very good question, man. Very good question. And these are the white supremacists, and I want to, and the wannabe white supremacists, because a lot of these are Asians and East Indians doing this stuff too, where they make this AI with these real derogatory stereotypes of hood black women, and they looking like gorillas and all of that. Um, that's their own insecurity. These people have to come over and create a narrative about us to mask and get the focus away from their failed cultures. So they have to come here and cherry pick and find the most degenerate things to amplify about us here. The great thing about foundational Black Americans is that we have balance. For every sexy red, we got a Dr. Francis Cress Welsing. Yes, we do. For every bonnet wearing hood chick, we got a Coretta Scott King. We got a Nida B. Wells. We got them. They're just not elevated. They're not elevated and amplified. That's why we have to amplify them. For every dusty dude or YN, we got a Dr. King. We got a Malcolm. We got a Medgar Evers. You understand? We have balance. And that's the great thing about us. So we have to highlight the balance. Look, these folks, no matter how thorough we are, they're going to gravitate and find the underbelly of our society because that's them curating something to elevate to make themselves feel better. That's why we don't take responsibility for dusty behavior because the white supremacists, they cherry pick and elevate dustiness and then say, why don't we take responsibility for it? That's a con game. It's not, we don't have to take responsibility for dusty nonsense because a lot of the dusty nonsense was orchestrated by outsiders. I want y'all to understand something. People talk to us and they, oh, look at this, look at all these crime videos that I've curated. Oh, when the black community, why don't y'all fix this? Well, we didn't create that. And that's not the totality of our community. That's just you having your little white supremacist Spotify list of black degeneracy. That's you. You are gravitating yourself towards that. Dude, I was down in South Central. I go Wednesday because I had to go to the museum. So then I went to Plaza Fish over there on Slauson. That's one of my fish spots. So I'm always in the area. You know, I don't. I'd be around. I can be around South Central LA, which is quote the hood all day, and don't see nothing degenerate because I'm not in those circles. You have to really, really look for that. You got to look in the nooks and crannies and the alleyways and the corners and the sewers of society to find a lot of that bullshit. So just the fact that you're looking for that, that shows your mindset. You don't see that type of shit regularly. You understand? Well, see, we're told we have to fix ourselves. But the thing is, when we as a black community, we try to correct a lot of this stuff, we get criminalized when we try. People talk about, well, how come you don't stop this, stop this crime there? Well, damn it, that's what our tax dollars are paying the police for. But you don't really stop crime. And when we form organizations to do that, really, let's be real, the Black Panther Party, they were formed to really police the community. And that was for everybody. They wanted to make sure the dusty behavior wasn't happening. They were trying to police the community. And what happened? They were trying to feed people. They had community patrols. They had health clinics, education classes. What happened? J. Edgar Hoover said, these Negroes are the biggest threat to national security. Kill them. They start shooting them and killing them and shooting them in their sleep. Fred Hampton. Yeah, when we try to fix the community and police it and then educate it and feed people, y'all, the damn COINTELPRO program kicks in. So no, it's not about fixing the community. It's about controlling Black agency. Yeah, see, Black self-defense is always labeled as a threat, even when it's legal. When Black organizations try to protect their neighborhoods, from criminal elements, police brutality, or whatever. They get labeled militant, radical, extremist. Or the NRA, they're praised. They got these white militias running around here with their guns, and there's no government crackdowns on them. Huh? So yeah, white America wants control, not solutions. If the goal was to reduce crime and violence in the black community, well, the government would have partnered with and funded some real black grassroots organizations. But these groups get delegitimized and they get dismantled. Yeah, don't let them fool you with that. We got to fix, because when we fix the community, that's when the infiltrating comes. That's a trap narrative. It's like, damn if you do, damn if you don't. If you do nothing, you get blamed for the crime. If you speak out, you get labeled divisive. If you organize, oops, you're militant. So that tactic, it ensures that we're always positioned as the problem. Like, look, when we got the Hidden History Museum, now the Hidden History Museum, we do great things for the community. But they sent so many ops up there. We had undercover cops coming up there. Man, we had all types of little oppy shit happening with the Hidden History Museum, especially when we first got it. All types of oppy shit. Yeah. And then the ops online trying to denigrate it. Now, this is something, man, where we created a neutral zone in LA, because we're in South Central LA. And we created a neutral zone where people can come in and don't have to worry about gangbanging, and the community loves it. People come in, have a good time, and the energy and the aura is all about respect. When we have events, that's why the events be packed when we have them, because people respect it. You come on in and cats ain't gang banging. So we created a neutral zone where people can come off the streets, have a good time, kick it, network, vibe. And then you had infiltrators trying to denigrate it, you see. So yeah, don't let them run that narrative that, oh, we need to fix it. Yeah, because when we do, the ops start showing up. When we do, the ops start showing up. Should I get one more call in here? We got a lot of folks in here. Should we get one more call in here? Because I ain't gonna hold y'all too long. Y'all raise your hand if you are ready. If you are ready, raise your hand, ladies and gentlemen, because we do have a lot of people up in the building. Let me see. I see. I want to get some new faces in here. I do want to get some new faces, but we'll get some other folks in here. Let's get Tizza. Let's get Tizza in the building. Tizza, what's up, Tizza?
Oh, Tariq, what's happening,
What's up,
man?
Tizza? How are you, brother?
Bruh, I'm good, man. I'm surprised you put me up, man. But I appreciate
Yes,
that.
indeed. How old? You sound like a young brother. How old are you?
Yeah, I'm 32,
Okay,
man.
cool.
But nah, really, I'm just calling up because I have like my problem, my issue, kind of like with the Democrats. You feel me? Like I don't know, man. They just trying to like turn your nose up at you if you ain't really rocking with them, or if you ain't really on their type time. Like they on they moral high horse, you feel me? And it's kind of like, bruh, I ain't even saying that the Republicans is all for us, but at least we know how they coming, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know, I'm just kind of having that issue,
I
man, with the
I
Democrats.
get what you're saying. See, with the Democrats, the problem is they don't do shit for us, and then they demand that we vote for them and support them. And if we don't, they try to attack us. That's the thing with the Democrats. They send their operatives to curse us out. That's why Roland and them people always cursing us out. Like, what the hell? You listen, you stupid ass fools. How y'all not gonna vote for Kamala? She black, you black. If the police pull you over, they ain't gonna ask if you know damn FBA, but your stupid dumb ass fool. We're like, hey man, y'all can go to hell with all that shit. Y'all ain't gonna be talking to us crazy. Yeah, that's shit where everybody, you roll the red carpet off all these other groups, and then when we show up, y'all get to talking to us stupid and telling us to shut the hell up, and we stupid and we better vote. Yeah, that turned a lot of us off. Yeah, we're cool on that now. Yeah, look at these liberal left wing shows. Remember the what's her name, Tiffany Cross? When before they fired her, they got her out the paint. But remember when she was on TV, on national television, telling people, throwing my name under the bus. Y'all don't be listening to no Tariq Nasheed. I'm like, what the hell? The fuck? They just called me out on international television. Yeah, don't be listening to Tariq Nasheed. Go out there and listen and vote. You supposed to be, man, please. No, 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 we ain't doing that. We ain't doing that. We gonna get something for our damn vote. We gonna get something. All right. Let's get let me see. Yellow Boy. Let's get Yellow Boy in here. What's up, Mr. Yellow Boy?
Hey, Tariq, what's up, brother? I don't know what to say. It's 2 o'clock in the morning where I'm at. So what is this? Good morning to
Yes,
everybody.
indeed. What's going on with you, bro?
Okay, brother. So I'm a little stage fright, and I came into the conversation of what you all were speaking about a little late. But I do want to just voice my opinion real fast, if everybody's
Go
okay with
ahead.
that. Um, as a black man growing up in Chicago, bro, we've been Democratic my entire life. Yes, when Obama was running for office, oh man, we was going crazy. I loved him. I loved the Democrats, I guess, without knowing why. Only knowing because, only doing that because I kind of was taught that through societal measures through my community. Everybody was Democrat.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? Now check it. Now Trump came in office and his not his first campaign was wild, like it was wild to us, and I was not rocking with none of his rhetoric, especially because we was taking it on some old, like he was a
Mm-hmm.
racist. You understand? Okay, now listen, during this time in my life as a human, as a person, as a man, right? Or it don't matter, but whatever. I was coming up in my life, my job, I was getting money and whatnot. So this is what I did. You know, a little late to the party, but I secured and bought my first home. My income with my job is a factor, and I don't want to, like, listen, everybody, I am not bragging, I'm just telling my story, okay? I've been making over six figures, blue collar worker. I work for the railroad. We've been making six figures for a little while now. What all I'm trying to say with that is, when the Democrats get in the office, and I'm in Chicago, we got a black mayor. We've had two black mayors, what I mean, most recently. And it just seems like, I don't know the term, but smoke and mirrors, I think, is the first thing that came to my mind right now. It's like we put these people in office just because they look like us, and we think that they resonate with us and they gonna do for us and yada yada yada. And my experience with that is like, oh man, just because you look like us don't mean you are what's best for us.
Mm-hmm.
Because look at my city, bro. Like, uh before, our mayor right now is Mayor Brandon Johnson, black man. We put him in office because I think most black people voted for him because he's, one, Democrat, two, he's a black man. He look like, oh, we want us in office. But just because, you know what I'm saying, it don't mean nothing, bro. Like, he's done a lot of harm, and I'm not rocking with that no more, for real. And so therefore, I ain't gonna lie to you, in Chicago, there has been a movement of black people going red, because what Trump talking about is the green dollar. Now, as we get older, wiser, a little more wealthier, or you know what I'm saying, a little more well off, you got to understand what America is. And I want a president like that. Tell me how you truly really feel in the know, and then tell me how you gonna protect me or look out for me being a
There you
citizen.
go.
You
Yellow Boy.
know,
Okay, yeah, Yellow Boy's out there. I'm you all over the place. I don't know where you're going with it, but thank you, brother. I don't know where it was going. All right, all right. But thank you, Yellow Boy. I respect your passion. All right, let's get Mark. Let's get Mark in here. Mark, what's up, Mark? Mr. Mark, what's up, brother? I'm good, man. How are you?
Pretty good. I just wanted to touch on the reparations thing you were speaking about earlier.
Good.
They act like it's so hard to just give us reparations. Like on some real shit. How hard is it to give somebody $4 million, 4 acres, and a F-150?
Uh,
Like serious.
is, man.
Like break it up.
Yeah. All right, let me get brother Marcel. Marcel, hop on in.
Hey Tariq,
I'm
how
good,
are you?
Marcel. How are you, brother?
I'm doing good. I was hoping that revenue guy would come up because I heard the playback, I believe, where he was on and him and Dr. Randy Short and Daniel had some back and forth. I just wanted to correct a misconception that a lot of people have. The Dred Scott decision did not give us citizenship. That's a major misconception that people have. We were already citizens, and that is supported by the fact that we were voting in America as early as the
Ah,
1700s. In 9 of 13 states, Black Americans owned property and voted to help ratify the Constitution. We voted for delegates who would go to Pennsylvania and ratify the Constitution. Those were rights that were only granted to citizens. Now, later on, states like New Jersey, Vermont, Massachusetts, New York, Pennsylvania, they would remove those rights, some of them would at least, and would make it for only white men who were property owners. But before then, Black Americans were voting in elections in as many as 9 out of 13 states. In some of those states, you can still find the voter rolls. So we were already citizens. Now, what a person could argue is that our citizenship and our constitutional rights were denied to us. That's is what someone could
right.
argue, and that would be a fair argument to make. But we were already citizens. What the Dred Scott decision did was codify our citizenship. And the reason the Dred Scott decision was essential was because people in the Union worried that the former Confederate states would try to deny us our citizenship or deny us our constitutional rights. So they codified our citizenship in the Dred Scott decision. That's a misconception that we need to correct. The Dred Scott decision did not give us citizenship. In the rebukes or the dissenting opinions when the Dred Scott decision was made, you had Supreme Court justices who said that the decision was inconsistent with the reality on the ground because when the Dred Scott decision was made, Black Americans were voting in northern states. That's just something I wanted to come up here and correct.
Yes, sir, man. Thank you so much, brother. Real good stuff. Bushmeat Barrister. What's up, Bushmeat?
Hey, I just wanted to correct the last person who was from Chicago. He was saying that the majority of Black Americans voted for Brandon Johnson. Actually, the majority of Black Americans in Chicago voted for Lori Lightfoot. So this is just a great example that a lot of Black Americans, they are just not on code. They really just don't vote for their interests, and they just vote to be, basically stay at the bottom. And I just don't know why Black people just are not on code at all. That's why, they're strictly on the bottom of society. Specifically in Chicago, though, I mean, it seems like they enjoy getting oppressed, not getting having their voices be heard, and that's why none of the politicians listen to them. Though they vote, they even after all of that, they still voted for Lori Lightfoot of all people. 80% of Black people in Chicago voted for Lori
I
Lightfoot.
don't believe that.
So
I,
that's what I just wanted to
I
point
don't
out.
believe it at all. Yeah, I don't believe it. The black folks in Chicago couldn't stand Lori Lightfoot, so I don't believe 80% of the people. And I think white people put her in office. Black folks couldn't stand no damn Lori Lightfoot. So I think this is more bushmeat babble lies. But thank you, bushmeat. You lie all the time. So I just like to see what lie you're gonna come up with next. I don't even believe that, to be honest. Hold, let me get brother Marcel up. Wait, bushmeat, get back, because I got brother Marcel up here. Hold on, let me get bushmeat back so both of y'all can be here. Brother Marcel, hop on in.
And tired of people misusing percentages. When they say things like 80%, 88% of Black women voted for Kamala Harris, no, dumbass. 88% of the Black women who voted voted for Kamala Harris. That's not the same as saying 88% of the total population of black women or black people. What we refuse to acknowledge is that 60%, any given election, 50 to 60% of black people don't even bother to come out to vote. So we do get on cold. We get on cold and say we're not going to give these people our support. Now, a person could argue that we need to get on cold and maybe have people run for office or rally around people who are going to do things for us. I can support that argument, but people need to start misusing percentages. Bushmeat Barrister saying 80% of people voted for Brandon Johnson. Those are just the people, if that's even true, by the way, or Lori Lightfoot, if that's even true. But those are just the people who came out to vote. You're ignoring the majority who did not come out to vote at all. People misuse statistics and data, and we gotta start calling it out. But he's trying lying anyway. I just wanted to make that point.
There you go. Thank you so much. All right, let me go ahead and wrap everything up. I think we had a great conversation on the broadcast. Everybody, we need you to go to hiddenhistorymuseum.com, make a contribution to the Hidden History Museum. People love the new root word commercial.
Marcel, Google is your friend. All you gotta do is just
Oh,
quickly Google uh
I thought, how
how
you get,
in the last election, how many people
how you
vote
get,
black people. Black people voted, the majority of black people in who voted in.
well, I did, he popped up like a musty candy man. Just, I didn't say your name. How you pop up like that? All right, hold on. Get out of here. I'm trying to wrap it up. Okay. Oh, good. No, yeah, I'm gonna wrap it up. I can't have musty candy man pop up. But listen, go to rootworkstyle.com, rootworkstyle.com, hiddenhistorymuseum.com. I'm up out of here, guys. Puppy Akute, Lulavuve to the family. Peace.
Hey y'all, I'm having a good time on the beach right now, and I had to get my root work on. So you need to get your root work on too at rootworkstyle.com.